What if Stalin returned today? Part 2. North Korea, with China's support, would take over South Korea. China wouldn't outright join the war, but would send many soldiers and equipment to Stalin. NATO would be too busy to help the US, as many communist uprisings and protests happened all across Europe. Stalin would be able to take over all of Central America, but would still struggle in the south as US soldiers arrived to help. The US would begin pushing into Central America, but the Red Army would use guerrilla warfare to slow down the US push. After some time, the Red Army would push out the US forces and take over all of South America. The US would resort to using its nuclear weapons to destroy the communists, but Stalin would also use nuclear warheads in retaliation. After NATO finally extinguished the communist uprisings in Europe, they would invade South America. The US would also push into Central America. Meanwhile, Japan, with NATO's help, would take over North Korea. The Red Army would begin losing in South America, and eventually, the US and NATO would conquer them, with only Cuba remaining. The US would invade Cuba and crush the last communists in America. However, Stalin is nowhere to be found, meaning he fled to somewhere else. America and NATO would be significantly weakened after the war, and the possibility of Stalin returning again would always be there.